A judge in the UK has blocked an illegal immigrant's deportation after the asylum seeker converted to Christianity. The man of Iranian origin, known as AM, was granted UK residence in 2009 for 5 years. However, the British government says he's a threat to society and has already been jailed for sexually assaulting a 17-year-old girl. He was released 3 years ago with an order of deportation. But after looking through his 850 Twitter posts quoting the Bible and Christian theology, the court decided that he was at risk of persecution if sent back to Iran.
In all the circumstances, I am satisfied that the appellant has established that there is a real risk that on his return he would be questioned about the details of his asylum claim.
Even though the judge admitted he thought the man's religious conversion was an attempt to avoid deportation, he still found it likely his human rights would be breached. Well, we got the opinion of Keith Best, a former chief executive of the Immigration Advisory Service, and David Coburn, a member of the European Parliament for Scotland.
What we are applying is a British Act of Parliament, which adopted the European Convention
yes, but
in
you
1998
cannot be in the European Union.
In the Human Rights Act. If we start discriminating against people for reasons of their faith or their sexual propensity or whatever, then we are on very serious ground. Britain should be setting an example around the world of actually maintaining the rights of individuals. And once we start slipping from that, we fall into the era of many other countries which are far less liberal, and that's a very serious decline in civilization.
Now those countries, those sovereign nations, make their own decisions, and I don't think it's for you to tell them what to do. I deplore what they're doing, but it's their decision. Now, as regards a criminal who comes here and commits a heinous crime of rape, quite frankly, he has no right to stay in this country and should be removed. And we should make it very clear, and I would remove us from that particular act so that we can make our own decisions about keeping people in the country or having them removed. And as far as I'm concerned, once he'd served his sentence, which he didn't serve, by the way, he only served part of it, his feet wouldn't touch the ground.
The fundamental human rights apply universally. They apply to everybody. And just because you don't like particular people or because they've committed certain crimes, you can't start to distinguish. Otherwise, you end up like the Nazis in Germany. And I don't want to live in that kind of society.